What's up, guys? MurderofBirds here, and episode 33 of Kuroko no Basket 2. Pretty much a continuation of the previous episode of Team Seirin's origin of the team forming an official basketball team and wanting to be the best in Japan, going up against going for nationals, trying to make it to nationals. And it was a really good episode. Hyuga and Kiyoshi, you really see their bond and how they are really strong together and how they are so in sync with each other now in the present time due to this flashback. You just see in their play style and how they talk to each other, from captain to, he's pretty much been, Kiyoshi's been Hyuga's inspiration, to be a better basketball player and to love the sport and not be down in the dumps if you lose a few games. So I really did enjoy this episode a lot. Obviously, a continuation from the last episode, and we get a few things in between. First off, we get this episode is the inauguration of the oath that they made on top of the roof. In part one, they did the exact same thing where if they set a goal, they shout their goal from the rooftops, and if they don't accomplish the goal, they have to confess their love to somebody while they're butt naked. I thought that was really funny. So we get the inaugural oath in this episode, which that was pretty funny. But more importantly is Kiyoshi and his dilemma up until now, because obviously this whole flashback was triggered from Kagami wanting to know what the whole situation was with the next team that they're about to go up against, and the Dai Chi, one of the uncrowned kings, has that Makoto in it, and he is pretty much a scumbag at this point. He doesn't play fair. He does he tries to play really foul and try to get away with it, and in this episode is really showcased. For some reason, I don't know how, but he kind of already knew Kiyoshi's, pre-existing condition. Like his knee was already kind of messed up, and I don't know how that came to be, maybe, over the course of playing basketball over the years or whatever, but he already knew about it, so that was kind of confusing. I was like, how does he know that his knee's all messed up? Unless he's showing it in his games. And then he sets up the ball, and his team, he shoots the ball, and he knows it's going to miss, and the other team just lets Kiyoshi get it, and on the way down, he slips over his knee, and all of his body pressure just comes right down on his knee, screws up his leg, and, at that point, it's like, if this guy is that sketchy and that scummy to do that on the court with Kiyoshi, then Team Seirin needs to look out for them when they actually go up against them in the next round when they're about to, because he is one of the new era generation of miracles. He's kind of like the Ironheart or Himuro and stuff like that. But he's just really sketchy in this episode. That's pretty much the focal point of what I was focused on in this episode, like finding the backstory, and now the fact that, we find out why Kiyoshi had to be out of the 1 year, and this basketball, he's on the team now, and this time that he has on the team is like the only year that he can have it, because the more he goes on with playing basketball, the more damage he's going to do with his leg. He's obviously going to need reconstructive surgery probably, and rehabilitation to form those muscles back in his knee. But it really just sucks. Like, that dude is just a scumbag, and I really didn't like him that much. But the episode overall, everything leading up to that was pretty awesome. Like, we see Team Seirin form together. Rico, their coach, finally joins the team, after, she notices that they really have drive and ambition to be number one in Japan. She joins their team, and then you have Izuka, Mitobe, Hyuga, Kiyoshi, and that other guy. He has that cat face. I call him cat face just because I don't know his name. But, they're all forming together. They get their uniforms. They take their pictures, and then they're just destroying these teams left and right. They're like, we're going to be the strongest. And Kiyoshi and Hyuga really work well together too, so it's like, it's just like the bread and butter. It's like Kuroko and Kagami, but on a lesser level, obviously. But just the way that they coordinate and the way that they function on the court just makes it seem like they're perfectly in sync, and they pretty much carry their team to victory, which is pretty awesome. Also, Hyuga, comes to terms that, hey, I know Kiyoshi's better than me, and he obviously got a lot of praise during the match, and that kind of stuck out to him. But, it's all fun. It's all fun between them two. I really enjoyed this episode. Next episode, we're getting back to canon. We're getting back to, the progression of the story with Team Seirin versus the Dai Chi High School. Wondering how that's going to go because Kiyoshi's leg is not looking good right now, and the fact that he wants to still play, obviously he wants redemption, he wants to get back at him, he wants to prove that he can still, play on his A game, and what he did was pretty sketchy. But yeah, that's all I have for this review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please be sure to let me know in the comments. Also, thumbs up the video, that'll really help me out. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate that, guys, very much. But that's all I got for you guys today. I will catch you guys next week for episode 34. Take care, everybody. Peace.